guys, and welcome to FatNChatty. I am your host, Louis C, and up to my left is my friend
Jaye.
Oh, that was very enthusiastic. That's the most enthusiastic I've heard you. Before we get started, though, I'd just like to make a big shout out to my other best friend Isaac. He's just had his newborn baby, little boy, £10.
Oh, nice. Another one.
Another one, yep. And congratulations to him. He's also getting engaged to his missus. So happy, well done to him.
Very well done, sir.
Big shout out.
Keep popping them kids out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start counting his kids to sleep instead of sheep. Okay, Jay, what's our first topic today, bud?
Everyone's going crazy about this UFO confirmation. I say confirmation. It's just the footage has become declassified, as most documents do, even from the FBI and things like that. But I feel like people are getting a bit confused.
From what it said on the description of it, like, these have been proven not to be what's the word? My brain's not working today, man.
They don't hold any value, kind of thing.
No, exactly.
After a while, these files become declassified anyway. You've got loads of USSR stuff which becomes declassified, all of NASA files, things like that. After a certain period of time has passed, they just go out into the public, into general knowledge anyway. But the thing I think people are getting confused about is what UFO actually means.
Yeah.
It's not a confirmation of aliens by any means. It is a UFO. It's an unidentified flying object. It's just something they haven't been able to identify. It's either a UFO or a UAP, so an unidentified aerial phenomena. They don't know what it is. That's it. It's not, these are aliens. They've not said, by the way, aliens are real.
We can't say that we know for sure that they're there or what. What we can say is there's a lot of unexplainable things in this world, and somehow maybe we'll never understand fully what anything means. Because who knows the meaning of life? Nobody really knows. Really stuff what you can't understand.
Because either they're more intelligent than us and they're waiting for us to catch up, or we are the most intelligent life form in the universe at the minute, and if we can't travel to other planets because they're light years away... The thing is, there are probably other planets just like us. We just can't travel to them, because it would take more than our lifetime spans.
You can even say, like, just going to the other side of the Milky Way. That's like more than 1 million years, even 1 billion years, maybe. So you just think how long that could take. We'll never, I don't think we'll ever discover, unless we start to terraform a planet and start moving, is where the only time that I feel like we're going to start developing. But that's not for thousands, if not tens of thousands of years.
It'll be something we will never experience.
Well, unless we're like floating heads and like Futurama sort of
unless in our lifetime they find a way for us to live a longer life or indefinitely, I myself will never know of or see an extraterrestrial.
Here's a question for you, Jay.
Yeah.
What would you rather do? Would you rather live forever and not know everything, or die at mid-age and know everything?
Oh, I'd rather live forever.
I would as well.
I don't care how much I know. Some things are best not knowing, to be honest, because there are horrible facts out there. So if you knew everything, just to think of the burden that would put on you. Just knowing things about space and things like, I watch a lot of programs like Unsolved Mysteries of NASA, things like that. Just remembering that the moon isn't just a white thing in the sky, like it's just a sticker put on a big blue canvas.
No.
Actually thinking about the fact that is a rock millions and billions of miles away. It plays with your mind a bit. So even that's scary enough, and that's actual facts and stuff. To know more like that, mate, I couldn't even...
Okay, so UFOs, what's your opinion? Do you feel like there is real life out there somewhere, or like, do you reckon it's all just fabricated? What's your opinion, Jay?
Unfortunately, I do think we are very significant in the basis of life. There have been searches into planets which have potentially the same conditions for life that we do, but they don't meet the criteria fully. But there is a planet, and it's very much like our own, except the fact that it's really, really hot. It doesn't have a crust. That's molten lava. So for there to be anyone living on this planet, they would have to be metal, malleable beings. So much like in the Terminator, you've got that guy. Yeah, he's liquid metal, basically. The beings on this planet would have to be liquid metal. So there are cases of planets which are almost at that point where they are perfect, like perfect recipe for life, but they're missing just one key thing. One major thing which makes our planet very different from other ones is the moon. So they're looking at now, is it a case of the moon is obviously moving our water, affecting tides and things like that? They're now thinking, is that one of the key factors? So personally, I think, unfortunately, we are very significant in it was a complete accident that life exists on this planet.
We're just part of the Big Bang.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think there's one thing that I think would be perfect. We just blow up one of Mars's moons, one of their 3 moons,
Yeah.
and we'll be fine. The water will start coming, of course. Donald Trump approves this message. I definitely think there's something out there, but it's far, far away, man. I have my reservations about UFOs being actual alien life, but we'll never know. So it's speculation. We'll never know in our lifetime.
Yeah. If there are any, they're so far away that we will never know about it. Because if they were closer, if they were able to travel to and from us and actually visit us, we would know about it for sure. We would have spotted something. We'd have hard evidence. We have humans up in the International Space Station. There's astronauts up there. We've been up there for about 20 years. They would have gone, that's a fucking UFO going in the atmosphere. They would have.
They say exactly like
that.
Yeah,
exactly like that. You know, them Russians and Americans, yeah.
That's how a Russian sounds. He sounds like a Welsh person.
Yep. I say get some Welsh astronauts up there. Let's do this. Welsh and Irish. Get them Irish lads up there.
I am Irish. What you talking about, fella? Okay, Jay. What is our next topic, lad?
So, how we've entertained ourselves during this lockdown. Obviously, a UK lockdown.
But one of the things that me and Jay have done, we've created this podcast as something that's positive for everybody else, to make them feel like this is an escape.
So what have you been doing to entertain yourself?
Making a podcast, bud.
Making a podcast. That's all he's done. He eats, he sleeps, he shits, he podcasts. That's it.
I've also been doing a couple of games and stuff, but...
You bought any new games? Or have you just been
mate.
replaying?
No, man. Plus, I don't really have time. I do this and work right now, because I'm still working.
Yeah, you work in a food retail shop.
And my shifts consist of 6 a.m. until 4 p.m. Or the next day it might be 2 till 10 p.m. It's all over the place, my sleep pattern.
At least you're earning the dollar.
Yeah, exactly. I'm much more lucky than some people.
So he's been gaming, he's been working. I've mostly been gaming. I've tried getting as much work as I can, but in my job, I basically deliver I deliver from restaurants and takeaways. I'm a bicycle courier, one could say. And where there's not a lot of takeaways open, there are a lot of us on the road, but not a lot of work. So I can only get shifts when I'm scheduled them, which is like 1 or 2 a week, and they're only like 3-hour shifts. Or I can set myself as available and hope and pray a run comes in, basically. I did work yesterday, though.
How many hours?
3 hours. The first job that comes through is a fish and chip shop, top end of Portsmouth, Hillsey. So I cycle from mine.
Oh no, not again.
Up to there. Yeah, this same fish and chip shop. They're very busy. I'm going to order from them because they must be good.
Good.
If I'm delivering for them that much. But you'll never guess where I had to then take it and deliver it to.
You know, don't say Fratton.
No, I wish it was Fratton. Behind QA.
Jesus, Cosham.
Yeah, so I've had to cycle... Yeah, cycle out of Portsmouth over the bridge. Yeah.
If anybody doesn't understand how far that is, right? Getting from one side of London and getting, like, let's say from Paddington all the way to London Waterloo,
Mm.
that's a big distance in itself. That's how far Jay's just gone.
Yeah.
That's awful, man.
It was a hell of a workout. And annoyingly, the weather had been on and off, raining, sunny all day. So I put my waterproofs on, expecting to be stuck out in rain. Get out there. Beautiful. Gorgeous sun. Yeah. It was bloody hot, but it was nice to go down the hill.
So you've just been doing the same as me then, just when you can, playing games. I've been as well. I've been watching a lot of Netflix at the moment. I've been catching up on my RuPaul's Drag Race. What about you, man? Have you been watching anything, or is that just it?
No. Me and Tara just watch Most Haunted pretty much every night. But other than that, nah.
Usually Yvette Fielding to your
Oh, I love Yvette Fielding. She's bae. And Tara recently found her Twitter, their YouTube page, so all that extra content. She's having a stalk. Yeah, she loves it. Getting all that extra content. They go live quite a lot. Other than that, I did a bit of balcony gardening, so I got some wildflowers for my balcony boxes. But
Gardener Jay, horticulture phenomenon.
Mate, I just stick to the easy stuff. You put it in a pot, you water it every now and again, bang.
Or get myself out some geraniums, please.
Oh no, they're not easy. Oh, nah, don't like them. The next topic. Oh, we've come to your favourite funny memory, which originally the topic was set as your funniest memory of all time, but I was really struggling because my whole life is a meme, so it was difficult to pick just one moment. When you're faced with the challenge of, like, when someone asks you, what's your favourite film? You then go, oh, actually, wait, is that one worthy of my favourite, or is that one? You know, it's difficult to pick if someone says it's your all-time favourite.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, so this one, I'd say it's funny to me, but it's definitely one of my favourites. So I used to be quite a fit lad. I used to be into my football quite a bit. Remember Titchfield, going down to Titchfield, mate, and there was that little kickabout place, you know, with the goal and everything. It was like a cage.
So a football field.
Yeah, like that had the cage in with the football.
As most football fields have a goal and everything.
Yeah, boy, yeah. But it's like in a cage.
Yeah.
It bounces about in it because it's like I say, it's in a cage, so it's very much ricochets all over the place, especially if you have a big power shot like I do. So this one time I was with all my friends, and one of my friends' little brother was with us. He was oh, bless him. He was quite a chunky fella at the time. He was very small but very chunky. He was in the area of the goal. I don't think he was looking at this point, but I had power shot the ball.
Yeah.
It ended up ricocheting off the post and literally pelting him in the face, and he goes flying about 5 feet over to the other side. When I say people laughed, I'd say I almost had like a hernia. How much I laughed. I was on the floor.
Oh my god!
This kid literally was in tears, and I did feel bad at the time, but my god, looking back,
there's nothing funnier than seeing hilarious. A kid getting. No, there's nothing funnier than seeing a kid get hit in the face with a football. I live for it.
Yes. I mean, it just still tickles me to this day. I remember that. That's almost like 8 years ago now.
Oh god.
If longer. That was so funny to me. I have so many like that and so many different funny ones. I'm sure we'll get to some more at some point. But
yes,
yeah, man.
We will.
I'd laugh for days. I'm still laughing now thinking about it. Even though it was 8 years, 9 years ago or whatever.
So my one puts you in the hot water a little bit. Puts you out to be a bit of a dickhead. So, we're not so much of a dickhead.
No,
wait.
Stop.
What
I know exactly which one you're going to talk about.
What do you think it is?
One with a shirt.
No.
Oh, no, not that one.
Oh, no. So the one with the shirt that Lewis is talking about is where he fell asleep in our friend's garden when it was sunny, but he had his t-shirt over his belly, like just draped over his belly, and then topless the top half. So he wakes up and he's burnt from the t-shirt up, and he looks like one of those squidgies that you get, one of those sweets. So it's literally just white stomach, pink. It was hilarious. Did I wake him up? No. I saw him there and went, should probably wake him up. And then I thought about it and went, nah, fuck it. And you were napping for a good hour or something. I'm surprised you didn't come out more burnt.
No, Jay, I have a follow-up to that now, right?
Okay.
So, at this point, I was halfway through moving as well. One day, I'll go to have a shower with this sunburn. Oh my god, this stinging was awful. So, I end up flailing all around the bathroom. And I managed to karate chop the sink basin, and half of it slams on the ground.
Oh my god! So you broke the basin?
Yes.
Jeez.
And my mum came up and went, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh, Sheila, I can imagine her coming up like that as well.
You ruined our move! You bastards! I remember those words still to this day. Carry on, Jay. What is your actual memory?
So the actual memory is the second occasion we took a trip to a good old festival in Reading.
Oh no!
Lewis decides the day before, so we've only got a day ticket to Reading. We've been to the weekends before, just me and Lewis. But we took Tara with us this time. Never been to a festival, so we thought we'd just go for the day. Lewis, though, decides, fuck it. Night before going to a festival all day, let's just get absolutely fucking hammered.
Can I just say, right, it was a wedding. It was one of my friend's wedding, which was terrible timing.
You could have taken it easy, not fucking drank your weight in alcohol.
Yeah, I had triple vodkas easily for most of the night. I'll let you carry on.
Yeah, that says it all. So he gets absolutely stink-ass drunk. So my friend takes us to Reading in the car because it was just easier. So we get there, we're in there, it's sunny day, I got my vest on, Lewis got his vest on, Tara's got little tiny shorts. We're laying down and Lewis is practically dead on the floor. And I'm like, are you alright, mate? And you're like, no. Lewis fucking went home after being in Reading Festival for less than half an hour. Yeah, all we did was get into the site. Lewis lays his little ass down and he goes, gotta go home, can't do it. So my friend has to come pick him back up and drives him home. Who does that? And who did you miss seeing that year, Lewis?
My favourite band of all time, Muse.
And they were amazing. Me and Tara fucking loved our day. It was a beautiful day. We got some pasta, some tea, we chilled, and then we went and saw Muse. While Lewis went and sulked over his hangover. So Lewis, next time we go to a festival, what are you not going to do the night before?
Not drink ever. You missed one fine point. About 10 minutes into that car journey back, he had to stop. We weren't even out of Reading properly yet, and he had to drop over to the side. And I chundered over all these literally undeveloped, unprocessed chips, still hot.
Wow. So lessons learnt. I don't understand it though. You drank so heavily the night before we went to Reading, but the few years before when we went to Reading for the weekend. You barely drank.
I don't drink. That's one of the reasons I don't drink. Next time if we do go, I'm bringing cocktails rather than vodka, because vodka just by itself does not agree with me.
But the thing is, when we went camping, me and Lewis was in a little 2-man tent together.
No,
the smallest.
Let's save that for another story, because there's some memories in that alone as well.
But there's just one I want to say. Me and Lewis nearly suffocated ourselves in our little 2-man tent because it was raining and we thought we'd lost the little cover that goes over the net. We thought in our drunk little whatever heads, put a plastic bag over it, that'll be fine. The rain stuck the plastic bag completely over the vent. This is the only air vent in the tent. We opened the door and we were like, oh, mate, that's much better. It's only like months afterwards we then thought, mate, that was the air vent. We nearly suffocated in our fucking tent.
We're absolute idiots sometimes.
Yeah, don't ever take Lewis to Reading Festival because he'll just leave 20 minutes after.
Hey, I was great during that whole festival. I was in loads of spaces. You've got pictures of me being awesome.
Yes.
Don't you start that.
Yeah, but then the time that we went just you and me, I lost you for a whole fucking day. I had no backy, I had no phone, I had no money.
You were so mad.
All I did, I laid down in the tent for 2 minutes just to close my eyes. It was like, oh, going to the merchandise. And I was like, okay. Because we were just about to go off to see a band or something. So then he leaves with the backpack with my stuff in it.
Yeah.
So he's gone. And I'm like, where's Lewis? Doesn't come back. The girls that we're with are then like, right, we're going to go see this band. And I'm like, oh, I can't just fucking sit here on my own, can I? With no phone or anything. So then I left with them to go watch this band. Come back to the tent. Still no Lewis.
I was out for the whole day.
Yeah. Literally, my friend had to feed me. She bought food and we shared it. My friend kept letting me borrow some fags from her. I had nothing. Gets to, I think it was like 11 o'clock when all the gigs are shut. I'm at the tent and I'm like, where the fuck have you been? And you're like, oh, been about. Yeah, he just rocks in and he's like, yeah, just been about. I text you. And I was like, you've got my phone.
I went, oh.
Yeah. I'd paid tenner to have a rechargeable battery and I couldn't even use my fucking phone because someone had it. Worst thing was not being able to buy any food. I was starving.
Oh, I see a little dude on camera there. Hello, Bronzina.
Come here then. That's it. Hey.
Oh, Bronson.
Look who dat.
Bronson.
Yeah, he's gone to bed now. So, we could talk about Reading all day, but we're not going to.
That's a whole other story, yeah.
So, the segment where we are helping you get to know us by asking each other questions. Ooh. So, we've said nothing is off limits with our questions.
No, not at all, young chap. You fire the first shot, you little chappy.
Okay, this one's this one's just boring. I was like, I don't know what to ask.
Tame.
What is your dream job, Lewis?
My dream job is an entertainer, whether that be an actor, singer, you name it. I just want to entertain. That's what I do. That's what I enjoy. I enjoy bringing enjoyment to people. I'm not a people person in any aspect, but I just enjoy it.
What about a titty bar entertainer? You go up there with your little titties?
My tits would have to be bigger. They at least need to be an E. Right now they're a double D. Come on. And a fairly simple one. What is your dream holiday destination, Jay?
Oh, I've always, and I probably will at some point, I want to go to Australia.
I'll bet you do, mate.
Oh, yes.
You'd like the Australian kiss.
Australian kiss.
That's all right, because that's like a semi-innuendo.
That
Some
is.
of you will not understand.
An Australian kiss, yes.
And we won't explain it any further. Go on,
Yes,
then,
you either know or you don't. So my next question. Okay, this one's quite personal.
Uh-huh.
And I just wanted to know your take on educational system sort of thing, more or less kind of thing. Did learning difficulties hold you back from anything, such as education, opportunities, things like that?
Oh, yeah. So I have autism, Asperger's, ADHD, and Dyspraxia, which is a fun quadruple pairing.
That's one hell of a cocktail mixture.
Yes. It certainly halted my social, let's say, my social ineptness for a while. I definitely wasn't. I was definitely shy. I won't lie. I think it actually hindered me going to a special school because I didn't develop my education. I just felt I hated my second period of school, like in secondary. I just didn't enjoy it at all.
Well, the thing is, you're quite.
Hard.
Well, the thing is, you're what people would say is quite high functioning. So it's not very prominent. So
yeah, I'm dormant.
Yeah, so for you to then go into a school which specifically tends to those needs. I feel like you may have, you personally, if it was me, I'd feel held back a bit socially because you're not just interacting with, I don't want to say normal people, but people that have complex social skills. Like you're dealing with people which have got very simple social skills, like very simple social skills from some people that go there.
Dude, I don't think you understand like the first year of college how much I flourished
Mm.
because of that. And I realised it made me so mad how just 1 year in a normal school and not a special school would have probably helped me easily. Even just my social bits. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the best when it comes to my numbers and stuff. I never will be. My English has definitely gotten better, thankfully. Still do a bit of typos every now and then, but who doesn't?
Yeah, everyone does.
But it's like I felt held back so much. The only time that I ever felt like I enjoyed school was either in PE, where I was doing something physical. I hate doing stuff written. That's the only problem that I have. I enjoy doing drama as well, so that's where the acting comes from. That was my highest grade in school. That was a C. Do you want to guess what my lowest was? My maths.
I think you've got a G, haven't you?
A G.
Yeah.
I don't even think there was such a thing as a G.
No, I didn't either. But
it's the second to lowest grade you can get.
But the thing is, we're very similar with education. But the fact that you went to a what they call special school and I didn't, it just doesn't make. It's never made sense to me, and you know, sort of thing.
Well, I can sort of understand why they did, because I had a very bad anger issue. I was a loose cannon, you might say. I'll probably go into primary school bits once I get them from my mum, and we can make a whole topic about how much I was just a horrible child.
Yeah, because you've said to me before the one reason was because of the anger, but then you carried that out. You carried the anger with you until I think about college. It was only then.
I mean, I still had anger issues, but I knew how to harness them.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've definitely seen me have my loose cannon moments.
Yeah, but I think through college you made it. You dealt with it a lot easier, and now you don't have the same sort of issues that you used to have. So I think that, like the first year of college and stuff, you smashed your phone a few times. You punched a lot of things, whereas now, or at least before you moved to Birmingham and stuff, like nothing. I think you've definitely dealt with it since first year college, from the time that I've known you.
My next question, bud, is if you're on an island with an iPod with only 2 artists on it, who would they be?
Ooh, 2 artists. Who do I even listen to a lot?
Why are you looking over to the screen like Tara?
Yeah, Tara, help me. Codaline.
Yes.
Metallica.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Why did you choose to study performing arts? You kind of already answered that a bit. I was like, don't you do it.
It's my chance to. I'm sure you'll probably say the same. Most people do. It's an escapism where I can be somebody who I'm not. Performing arts has helped me a lot in my social skills, as well as just being able to cope with things. It's I definitely say it changed my life around. There was a point in life where I thought I was probably going to go to jail or end up dead very, very early on in my age. So I'd definitely say it helped.
Yeah, I do think from knowing you from the first year up until sort of now, you're a very different person than what you were when you joined the college.
Yep.
Borderline antisocial behaviour, sort of at the beginning, to now just a normal functioning person of society.
I'd say metal helped that as well. But
metal saved my life.
Here's a personal one for you, because we both have a big. It has a big impact on us. Who is your favourite portrayal of the Joker and why?
Jack Nicholson. He harnesses the true crazy for me. Obviously, the second is Heath Ledger, but Jack.
Where does Joaquin fix in this?
No.
Didn't enjoy it.
No. No. I think it should just be left alone, and stop getting fragile, mentally unwell actors to play the Joker.
Yeah, they
He's
shouldn't have done Jared Leto now. I enjoyed
uh,
Jared Leto, but
it was a different character, Jared
yeah, it
Leto.
wasn't the Joker.
No, he's the Joker has a certain kind of craziness, and they just took it a bit different, and I didn't like it. I like old school Joker, Jack Nicholson. He was my fave.
And what about the other one? What about the Mark Hamill Joker?
I do like Mark Hamill, especially with the animated series that he's done.
Yes, Patsy.
He definitely put a trademark Joker voice.
Of
Like,
course he did.
you think of a Joker voice, and Mark Hamill, his voice is the one that you go to for sure. I do like his. He just wouldn't look right for a live action Joker, I don't think.
No.
But I think he gets that, and that's why he does the animation one.
Yeah, pretty much. Hit me with your final question.
Are you ready for this? This was I couldn't think of anything else, and I was avoiding putting this one, but I have nothing else to ask you. So
I'm pretty sure I think I know what it'll be, so fire ahead.
what do you think it'll be?
Food related.
No, it's not food related. I couldn't
Okay.
I couldn't give a fuck what you eat.
Go on, carry on. Carry on, that threw me off.
Okay, so what is the circumstances that happened with your dad? I know
Which one?
your biological.
My biological dad?
Yes, I know
My
he passed away when you were younger, but I don't know how or anything like that. I've known you for God knows how long, and I don't know I know where he was born. I knew round about when he died, but I don't know how, anything like that.
So, a backstory is, my father is Irish. He's from Southern Ireland, which is a republic. Came to see. I'm not even sure myself how long he was over in the country. He met my mum around the early 90s. My mum was set on never having a kid. That sort of changed with him. I have two other half sisters who, oh my god, they are at least in their 50s now.
Oh my god.
If he was still around now, he'd be at least in his mid 70s.
Jeez, he was old then.
He was in his late 40s by the time that he had me. So he had me in 95, and then I believe it was a year or two later. He'd had this for a while. He had a brain tumor. So he had a lot of problems going on there. He also had alcohol problems as well, because he was a big drinker. So that probably didn't help. But he passed away probably when I was about 2. So I never really got to know him. It's never been. It's a bit of a disconnect for me because I've never really got to know him. So it's not as sad for me as it would be, let's say, if I was 6 or 10 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's sad, but I mean, it is what it is, and I know that some people didn't even really get to have their father or mother passed away before they were even born.
Yeah. Plus, you've got a new daddy now, Daddy Barry.
Oh, Gilby Gumdrops. Bit of a plot, but what can you do? Okay, here's my final question for you. This one's going to be a thoughtful one.
Okay.
Since going through your transition through the years, how has that changed you as a person?
I don't think it has, personally. For some people that transition, I do think it changes them as a person. They just become who they wanted to be more so. I think the only thing that's changed with the transition is really after, obviously, like surgeries and things, is self-confidence. Just purely because you're not worried about social situations, things like that, like how people will perceive you, how certain things will go. So I think that's it, really. Just self-confidence. I'm not worried about meeting new people, things like that, because of obviously pronouns, things like that. I think that is literally it. I've always been this person anyway, so there wasn't really a lot for me to grow into or to change into. Because you've known me you knew me before I changed my name or anything like that. So I feel even before I changed my name, I was still kind of this person anyway.
I gotta say, man, like you said with me, your confidence has grown since. I remember you in the year being quieter, per se, and you evolved. But saying that, I always saw you as Jay. It's weird. It just felt right. So when you first came and said, "Yeah, I'm transitioning from a girl into a boy," I was like, "Boy, I've already seen you as that for ages."
But that's the thing. A lot of my friends anyway saw me as that anyway because of just the way I acted personally and went into certain situations. So I think that because a lot of people don't understand how obviously someone can feel like they're in the wrong sort of body and gender sort of thing. But I think the easiest way to describe it is you are literally I was acting as a male in our classes and in our in my
Yeah.
my little society anyway. So it wasn't such a big change for people. They were kind of like, well, I kind of saw you as that anyway. People have a perception of people. If you've got someone that is a bit more butch, a bit more masculine, your brain kind of automatically goes, well, they're kind of dude-ish. They're like a dude. So I think that
Yeah.
it was an
Jay's a
easy
lad.
yeah, it was an easy jump for people. If we'd play games where it would split down the middle of boys versus girls, I'd always be on the boys'
the
side
boys'
anyway. Yeah, regardless, even before I did any transitioning or changing of names or even came out as being transgender, my journey has been quite easy because people have been sort of used to it anyway. So.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's not certainly when we started becoming friends. It was I don't know, the word's probably enlightening. It's knowing the perceptions that people give and all their tabooness of, let's per se, the 90s and the 80s of all of it, where it was so much more topical, where it'd be like gays back in the 60s and 50s. It certainly helped me, but I know now how hard it must be for other people who are transitioning from girl to boy or boy to girl or in the middle, because it's certainly a tough road, but I think you've done it.
I've done it, yeah, but I've just had an easy ride.
Exactly.
But then I think personally that's just because I've surrounded myself with people that are open-minded and nice, genuinely nice people anyway. If you surround yourself with toxic people, then toxicness will follow you. But unfortunately, some people can't choose that. Say, like, people have toxic family members. There's only a certain degree as to what you can pick. If your parents that you live with are toxic people, don't agree with it, there's not a lot you can do. So some people are in very, very sticky situations and don't have the privilege that I have while transitioning, which is a shame.
But they always have to know, though, that there are people like yourself out there who have been through it and know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's not the end, and you don't have to feel like this is a disease per se, because it's not.
No, you just got to do what you need to do for yourself, and if people don't like it, then that's up to them. They can either be in your life. Yeah, they can either be in your life or be out of your life.
We got a bit deep there, man, I've got to say, but that was nice.
Well, you got to go there. If at some point, if we do get any people watching, or if there are anybody watching,
Hi, guys.
Then people can always ask us questions. Yeah.
We're always going to be open to questions.
We both have some unique things, experiences, things that are going on with us personally. If anyone is curious, because we're quite open about these things, happy to answer any questions. So if anything does come up, it doesn't matter what it is, we're probably more than happy to answer it. So if anyone does have any questions, we're more than happy for people to direct them to us, and we can probably do a podcast where we do a bit of answering some questions.
Q&A is always fine with me.
Right. So we are coming towards the end. We've got our two usual topics of the podcast, which is the this week in history, and after that we'll do our meal of the week. So you said you've got quite a few history points this time. Is that because you feel like you've been really shit at it every week, or compared to me?
You keep taking my topics.
You go first, then. I will let you go first this time.
Nessie.
Fuck you.
So, this day in history in 1933, the Loch Ness Monster was taken a picture of, which is folklore history now. It's a very well-known bit in the Loch Ness over in Scotland.
Scotland!
That has a this monster, apparently. It's like, let's per se, Bigfoot for Americans. It's our version. I know people will know because
Lewis.
it's legendary.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Americans know of Loch Ness.
You never know.
Yes, so Loch Ness, she was put into the folklore, and the legend was born today. I think it was nine. I can't remember what it was. I'm not even going to guess.
1933.
Was it 33? Boom, bang tidy, bosh. Right, what's your second one then? I don't want to steal any of yours. Go on.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
In 1890, the territory of Oklahoma was created.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, even though I love the great film Oklahoma, where they discuss these topical things.
So
Don't sing it. The great state of Oklahoma. Yep. Okay, I didn't know that one. I didn't know it was then.
And we're both a big fan of that movie. I do love that. I feel like I've got to watch that again at some point.
I've got it on DVD, bruh. I love it. I love it.
It better be the director's cut.
No.
Damn. In 1919, the first US passenger air service started.
Well, there you go. Also didn't know that.
I know you didn't. I know. And in 1946, one of the most notorious cases of a prison revolt happened in California's Alcatraz prison.
Okay. Cool.
I believe that was the one where 3 people did escape, but they never were found, so they were declared dead.
Oh, yes, that's the whole thing of, are they still alive? Did they drown? Were they eaten by sharks? Because believe it or not, around Alcatraz, there are sharks.
Sharks, yeah.
Yeah, I've watched a whole program about it. It was very interesting. If I can find it, I'll let you know what it was. But yeah, they do this whole thing of trying to work out where they would have come out if they did drift down the river, if they would have been able to make it out alive, because based on like the currents for that day and things. So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
It's also a really good movie. The one with I believe it's Clint Eastwood escaped from Alcatraz. Well, those are my couple of bits because I don't want to nick any more from you. So I'll let you carry on, and I'll see if you've got any more of mine.
Okay, so I obviously had good old Loch Nessie monster.
Nessie.
Nessa. I then had, this is in relation to World War II. So, Battle of Berlin ends as Soviet army takes Berlin and General Weidling surrenders.
Yeah, I had that.
Yep. And this one you better have had, because this was quite a recent big moment in history. So today, specifically today, the 2nd of May, Osama bin Laden was killed.
Really? Yeah,
That's
I
when
did have that one.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, so that was today. They went in and the whole SEAL operation and thing went in and killed him in his house, even though they were searching for him for ages. I still personally think they found him after he did an episode of MTV Cribs. He says, "Welcome to my crib." But he's just like, "Welcome to my crib." And then the US SEALs, they're like, "That's his house. We've got him. Go, go, go." Oh, bless them.
That old gag.
But yes, they went in and shot him dead. I
still
still
yeah, and there's this picture online which you can find. It's it is a real picture, I believe, of just this brutal bit where they just shoot him straight through the head. And there's a dead picture of him.
Yeah. So yeah. There we go. That is what happened this week in history, varying over years.
More. You missed out on 2 important ones.
Oh, go on then.
In 1948, North Korea was established.
Oh, well there you go. I thought they would just.
That was on the 1st of May. It was after the Korean War, and that's how the North Korea and South Korea split. On the 1st of May 1927, Adolf Hitler holds his first Nazi meeting in Berlin.
Oh. And what year was that again, sorry?
1927.
1927. Because believe it or not, people believe that as soon as the World War II started in 1939, that boom, they were Nazis. No.
They've been around for ages.
They had been going on for years and years. Like, there was even concentration camps set up in Poland before the war even started. Anyway, Lewis, what is your meal of the week?
This is a transition that we call Meal of the Week. Meal of the Week. So, my meal of the week this week is my good old-fashioned chicken and chips.
How did I know? So you changed it up a bit last week, and just bread coating, plain. What kind of chicken we chatting about this week?
We're talking about the chicken that is in the whole chicken breast.
The
I get it from the whole chicken, and I cut out the rest. I give the carcass to the dogs, and then I eat the chicken breast.
Fair enough. Nice and simple. My meal of the week is chicken Kievs with new potatoes. I thought I'd do a bit of a Lewis and have some chicken and potatoes, but in a nicer, posher, healthier way. Boy. Yeah, I'll probably make another recipe next week, but this week I've been decorating a bedroom, so have not been actually cooking.
And we've recently also, this is a good thing to be saying, we're upgrading our gear. I'm getting rid of my piece of crap laptop. I've got my new one. I've also got a microphone coming, a new mouse, and everything. So I should be golden. Jay, you've got a few new things as well, haven't you?
Oh yeah, if anybody has been watching like every podcast, you'll notice my camera has not switched off. It's stayed alive the whole time, and that's because I have a new webcam. It is beautiful. It has a ring light, so I can illuminate myself. That's probably too bright, and
that's way too bright, man.
Yeah, it's 1080p. It's HD, fully glorious in all its glory. So
yeah, I've got to say the HD camera quality I can definitely see rather than last week where it was a flip webcam.
Yeah, it is a lot better. So I'm pretty much done with my setup. I've already got a microphone. I study music and sound technology at university, so I've already had microphones. I just didn't have a webcam because I didn't have a computer before this. I've had a Mac, which is incredibly slow, so I wouldn't have been able to do any of this. So during lockdown, I decided to build a beautiful gaming PC there.
Ooh.
Some lights and all.
You'll have to do cribs at some point, Jay.
Yes, I will. I might do some upgrades on this, but at the minute it's sick. So, but the only thing is I didn't have a... Obviously, when you buy a laptop, you get a webcam usually in it, unlike your new one.
Yeah, but I don't mind getting a... That's another thing. I'm getting a new quality webcam myself as well, so that should be here by next week.
Yeah.
So then I can throw this piece of crap laptop away.
Yeah, because why can't you keep using that laptop, Lewis? What's wrong with it?
One, because it can't update to the new Windows bit, so there's no security on it now.
Oof.
And yeah, the reason being, right now I'm on a made-up email, so that I can't get hacked. So there's that, thankfully. And
what's the key problem that you run into, like before this stream?
My laptop can't be without its charger in.
It's not a very portable laptop.
If I knock the laptop at all, it turns itself off.
Yeah, that happened just before we went live. I'd say
I had to quickly rush to get it back on.
7:22, I get a message because we were video chatting anyway, and he just froze, and I was like, "Oh, I'll probably be back in a minute." I get a message on my phone just going shit ... Yeah. I was like, "Oh God, what's happened?" And then he informed me his laptop had turned off.
And that's the way it is. But again, we're going to be all upgraded for next week, so hopefully it's even more high tech. So I don't want any of you complaining, right?
It's just Tara.
Right.
Just Tara complaining.
We get it, moderator. Ease up. We'll be better, I promise.
We're
anyway,
trying.
guys, I have been Louis C, and he has been Jay.
I have.
Yes, you have. We hope that you enjoyed it. Please do like, share, and subscribe. We are glad to see you here, and we hope to see you next week. Please do take care and keep safe, right? Any closing statements, Jay?
I love Froobs.
There you go, exactly. We love fruit. Goodbye, guys, and see you later.
See you later.